The trip to Ecuador has been absolutely fantastic. The people, the scenery, the wildlife, and the stark difference between Galapagos, the Andes, and then the Amazon basin. It's like 3 trips in one, and each day has been more fabulous than the previous one.
This Gate 1 Discovery Tour of Ecuador begins in the vibrant city of Guayaquil, before embarking on our journey to the Galapagos Islands, considered one of the world's top destinations for wildlife viewing. Next, we travel to colonial Quito, where we will visit the equator before continuing our journey into the Andes for a relaxing stay in Papayacta, famous for its natural hot springs. Our journey continues to our scenic lodge in the Amazon rainforest, home to more varieties of plants and animals than on any other place on Earth. Next, we return to Quito to explore the colonial quarter, visit a rose plantation, and an Incan hacienda, a perfect conclusion to our small group tour of Ecuador's Amazon, Andes, and Galapagos Island destinations.
I would say that Galapagos is in everybody's bucket list for sure. Everybody wants to come to the Galapagos. In our Gate 1 Discovery Tour in Ecuador, we visit the Galapagos and we have 3 nights in one of the youngest islands in the archipelago, which is Isabela.
I always wanted to go to the Galapagos, and the highlight of the Galapagos for me was when we took a nature walk on Tintoreras Island. We saw iguanas, and we saw crabs, and we saw sea lions. It was just beautiful.
After our walk through the lava fields, we have our chance now to snorkel. And you can see the sea lions come into your goggles to play with them, sea turtles just swimming right beside you, and all these tropical fish, all of them very colorful, right there in the bottom of this crystalline water.
Here there's just animals and reptiles and amphibians just everywhere. This is a place that's better than a zoo because the animals are free and they're not scared of people. So you can go right up to them, take close-up pictures, watch them interact with each other. So if you want to learn a lot and see beautiful places, Galapagos is the place to go.
After our Galapagos experience, we go to the equator and we can have our 2 feet in just 2 different places in the world, just walking along the equator line. Then we drive to the Papayacta hot springs, with the beautiful water right in front of our rooms, to find yourself surrounded by mountains. Papayacta is a wonderful place to relax.
For anybody who wants to see the world, if you skip the Amazon, you haven't seen the world. It's the wildlife, it's the trees, the undergrowth, and the walk over the canopy. Words just fail me. It's something you just have to experience.
Once in our lodge, Sacha, we start our activities to face all this biodiversity. We walk through the primary forest until we get at these huge towers over the 130 feet tall, to walk along the bridges that these towers have and walk right above the canopy. It's the best place for bird watching in the whole area.
Going through the little channels in the canoes, it's like being in a movie or virtual reality. You hear a lot of monkeys and birds, and I don't know, it's indescribable. Again, you gotta get here to see it.
Thanks to the size of our Gate 1 Discovery tours, we are riding our boats into this remote area, and then we see how these people are living.
It was such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see how this family lived and to be able to share in their typical meal with them. We saw how they gathered and prepared their foods using the tools that they make from the forest, and then they poured us their special tea from these beautifully made clay pots. We also got to practice with their blowgun, which they still hunt with today. That was so cool, and I know that we wouldn't have been able to experience something like that on our own without Discovery.
Quito is the capital city of Ecuador in my hometown. I love to put my feet back into Quito City and show to our travelers the capital city of Ecuador and the first UNESCO site in the world. We start with a visit of the largest basilica in South America. Then we go to the Independence Square until my favorite place in the trip, which is the Golden Church of La Compañía de Jesús. It's unbelievable to see gold all around you, and I would say one of the nicest and most impressive religious arts places in South America.
The trip to Ecuador just far exceeded my wildest imagination. It's beautiful places, spectacular scenery, lovely people.
I would definitely recommend anybody that wants to come over here. When you come with Discovery, you get the most out of the tour.
Our Gate 1 Discovery tours in Ecuador have three main features. The small group size. Because of the small group size, we have more interaction with the local people and unique accommodations in the Galapagos, in the Andes, and in the Amazon basin.
For as remote as everything is, I cannot believe the quality of the food. Every meal has been outstanding.
What I find incredible is that the meals are as good as some of the Michelin star restaurants we've eaten at.
The small groups, we get to know our tour mates better. And with the Discovery smaller groups, we've made friends that we've kept in touch with over the years.
We get more attention from the tour guide. They can explain more, and it has been amazing the information that we have been getting from them.
Daniel, our tour manager, is just fantastic. He's got to take care of all of us, be a tour guide, teach us along the way, make sure our bags show up. So this is 10 people rolled in one, and he does every one of those really well.
I recommend coming to Ecuador with Gate 1. It is a beautiful country. The pictures doesn't do any justice to this beautiful place.
So come to Ecuador with Gate 1 Discovery Tours for an experience you will never forget. Come to live this experience with us.